Welcome back to another week of Sometimes Crypto, the unscripted crypto podcast. Hey yo, you do a whole hand thing and everything.
Yeah, you can do a whole dance. It's cool. You can't forget the finger
Oh, that
pistols.
made me laugh. Let's get into
a
it.
little pre-recording laughing sesh.
Yeah.
It's always good.
So Alex,
Let's get it.
it's another week of this lovely podcast.
Of the world's favorite crypto podcast.
Favorite.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about some big updates with Bitcoin, some sidechains that came off of a sidechain that came off of Bitcoin. Would you consider it a sidechain?
Why would it be? Isn't it a protocol?
It's a protocol. Yeah. It's okay. Just for anyone who, just to get everyone up to date.
We should tell them what we're talking about because now everyone's confused.
Yeah, stacks. We're talking about stacks.
Let's start with stacks. Yeah, Alex is
Stacks.
This guy.
So, stacks. It is a protocol. But since it is a blockchain, in and of itself, it is like a chain. I just don't know if we'd consider it a side chain. You know?
I'm just gonna Google it.
What a sidechain is?
No, if stacks is a sidechain.
Oh, okay. So essentially, the way stacks works is like it's a blockchain that's backed using Bitcoin as the main like value added component to it. The reason why we use a stacks chain is because it enables smart contracts to be done using the crypto Bitcoin blockchain.
Yeah. So
it's not a sidechain.
No. No, the founder said it's a layer 1.5, a layer 1.5 built on top of Bitcoin.
Okay, sure. 1.5.
1.5.
It's not layer 2.
Not fully layer 2.
Interesting.
I don't think you can build on stacks like other currencies. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Of course you can.
Miami coin.
Miami coins on
Miami
there.
coins
City
built on
coins.
stacks. City coins. You're right. 100%. I just said that and I immediately.
And you're like,
wait, what? That's a lie. But yeah, so
You've interacted with the stacks chain before, right? Or no?
yeah, on OK. Well, not directly. OK coin. Is that direct?
That's a custodial.
It's a custodial format. So no, I wouldn't say I use it directly. Also, to use it directly, you need a minimum requirement of 500 stacks.
If you're trying to
Stake.
I think they're called stack. You're stacking
You're stacking, stacking.
something like that.
You're technically staking it.
To a degree, it's
But
staking.
you're also stacking it
Mm-hmm.
because I think they stack on.
They
top
call
of
it
each other.
stacking.
Yes,
It's funny.
but you need 500 stacks to stack
Mm-hmm.
on the chain.
Stacks. What's it called?
STX.
What is that? Is that what it's called? Stacks.
Right now.
But yeah, that's only if you're trying to stack it. You don't need 500 to interact with dApps that are made on that blockchain.
No.
So the cool thing about it is like any app that is done on that blockchain, since the stacks coin is backed by Bitcoin, it's just interesting to have a Bitcoin backed decentralized application, because before stacks that never existed.
Yes.
And a lot of people, the reason being why this is so popular, why people use it, is because there's a lot of crypto enthusiasts who aren't necessarily into crypto, more so
Just Bitcoin.
Just Bitcoin, yeah. And this allows a lot of the decentralized applications like format to be done using a sound money
Principle, idea of it, more so.
Pretty cool. Yeah. There's this one specific dApp on the Stacks protocol that I kind of like, that I pretty much like, but I haven't really implemented it myself because I don't have the need for it yet. But it's Block Survey. So it's kind of like, those Google survey questionnaires that people ask. It's pretty much that same exact thing, but in a decentralized manner.
What?
So
So it's the same thing, just decentralized?
Yeah, so essentially, like if you fill out a Google Sheet, Google form thing, Google technically has access to that information. Some admin in Google can easily open up that form and read the information.
Okay. And here they can't because
Because it's completely decentralized.
Yeah.
Information is completely anonymous because it's done through wallet addresses and not email addresses.
Gotcha. So they can't access it, the information. So makes sense.
It's free to use for the first couple of surveys because you pay for the surveys to be spread out. Like for someone to use it, whoever built the survey needs to pay for it, and then whoever fills in the information is just going to provide
The information.
anonymously.
Yeah. Okay.
So I thought that was cool. There's also this one a pretty big DeFi protocol on the Stacks chain. It's called Alex. So
You would like it.
I was like, no, it's just popular. I never thought I liked it. Just very popular. So how's the stacking protocol?
What?
What's the rewards like for stacking?
You get Bitcoin
You get Bitcoin.
for stacking.
You get Bitcoin for stacking. You don't get stacks for stacking.
No.
Interesting.
Why?
No. I say that, but I knew that was the case.
Then why are you acting like you're surprised about it? You see, don't ask me a question I know the answer to, and don't ask me the question you know the answer to.
Because the point.
Just say the point.
Yeah. So actually,
Proof of what is it? Transfer is what they call it.
transference. Yeah.
Transference?
Transference. Yeah.
Is that what? I thought it was transfer.
No, or transference. I read transference somewhere for sure.
I maybe don't know how to read all the time.
Yeah, I felt like when I saw transference, I was like, have I been hyphenating this, just cutting it down to transfer? POX. Essentially the the whole like idea with this is you're transferring the value of Bitcoin to stacks as like a reserve currency, so that the stacks has some type of value. Versus like when you're doing a Bitcoin mining in a proof of work blockchain, Bitcoin mining in a proof of work blockchain, the value comes from spending electricity.
Yeah, the value here is that you're spending Bitcoin.
Yeah, the electricity has already been spent.
It's already been spent. Yeah, and they're also using the hash and everything else from the mined Bitcoin to support the stacks chain.
Oh, so like the next block
Hashes, like
the hash for the block gets added onto the
correct
stacks
too,
blockchain.
because that's the way they have it set up so that it
Yeah.
can whatchamacallit validate.
Yeah,
its
yeah,
blocks.
because
they're backed by Bitcoin.
yeah, so stack miners, people who are mining stacks specifically, need to spend Bitcoin to be able to mine the next stacks block.
Yeah.
The next block on the stacks protocol. And so to ensure that the Bitcoin from the miner's wallet gets transferred over to the stacker's wallet, the stacks protocol requires the hash for the Bitcoin transaction,
So you can keep track of it.
so you can keep track. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that adds like to like the security measures of like how the stacks blockchain. I remember the first time I heard of stacks. I went to their booth at the Bitcoin conference in 2021. I kind of just like stumbled upon it, and I was just asking like real questions. So I was like, what does that have to do with Bitcoin? Like, and then some other guy comes up and he starts having like this super in-depth conversation with the guy that I was talking to. I was like, clearly there's a lot for me to read up on.
To read up on one of them.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. So like at the time I didn't even know how like the proof of transference thing was, or like they just said, oh, it's a protocol backed by Bitcoin. That's pretty much all the answer I got. But I think that's just because I didn't know the questions to ask. You know.
You ask them, how does this work?
Yeah,
That's a good way.
yeah, you did. Yeah, but how does it work versus like how do you validate that the transactions that the Bitcoin is being sent to the stackers to make sure that the value is being transferred?
I'll just ask him, explain to me exactly how this works. I got it.
Yeah, he doesn't
I don't even tell you.
explain to me exactly. Yeah, but then I think they asked me like another like he started describing it in a certain way and asked me like a question just to see if I followed up, like was following, and I probably didn't have the answer for it.
That's on him.
No, what? That's on me for not being informed.
You went to a conference where they are meant to inform you.
Oh no, true. I understand that he was doing his job.
I feel like he wasn't.
No, I from that point forward knew that there was a lot more than I had thought I was gonna like need to know.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying you're 100% right. I feel like he could have had more answers.
Maybe.
If that's his thing, he should be able to,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Another guy came up and started asking questions, but like the depth in which the questions were and the responses were was just.
I want to ask you for an example of his questions, but it's been 2 years from this. So
Yeah,
it's
no,
just
I
like,
don't.
It's just like, por gusto.
Yeah,
No reason,
absolutely.
no point.
Absolutely.
You see, tangents. I don't know how we do this. We just get off on things. We don't
It
stay
was
on
just my
par.
introduction to stacks. It was how I got it, how I found it, and I completely forgot about it for a couple months until
Miami Coin
Until
came out
Miami-
offering
until
some
Miami Coin, yeah.
mad yield,
and then we're like,
420%. We're like, you cannot lose.
yeah,
And we're like, the only way you lose if it goes down.
as if it goes,
And literally 5 months
everything
later,
hits the
it
fan.
crashed.
everything.
It
hit
was
the fan.
hilarious.
It was bad. It was really bad. That crash.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, we just saw.
We didn't want to talk about what the prices that we bought at.
Staking.
It's not necessary.
Staking rewards were going down for the Miami Coin.
Yeah.
And we're this is going down. So this is good. This is good because
We just buy more. We double it up.
it adds value to the.
Now we
to
can't
the
even
coin.
stake.
Because the thing is, if the ROI is too high and you're just earning too much on very little, then it's kind of not worth it. It's kind of the idea of that high interest is.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
To
I'm agreeing. I'm saying you're right. I'm saying there was no way those yields are real.
No, there's no like at least to maintain value.
Oh no. I'm saying more so to maintain payouts.
To maintain payouts.
The payout of Miami.
No, they were printing Miami Coin.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
That was printing Miami Coin.
Yeah. 100%. But now you can't even stake on OKCoin where Miami Coin was built on the platform.
You can't stake Miami Coin.
No, I think. Do you not pay attention to your stuff?
Yeah. Oh, what you're saying is you cannot stake anything on OKCoin.
Yeah.
Where where Citicoin made Miami Coin
Exactly.
available.
Correct. They let go of all those deposits.
I do pay attention. I'm just asking questions for the clarification.
Yo, so sensitive, dog. Jesus.
I'm not sensitive, dog. Just letting you know. Just asking questions. This is the questions that.
Ask better questions.
That was a good question.
I don't know if it was.
Bro, sour. All right.
That's funny. What?
So if we can't stake on OKCoin, what other ways do we have for staking? If we're trying to earn some Bitcoin,
You stake on stacks.
stake on
Stacks.
stacks.
Is it?
Stacks is the protocol.
Yeah, but the staking where you stake it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, dog.
Right. So I don't know how clear I said this in the beginning, but if you have stacks and you decide to become a staker, to become a validator,
A stacker.
validator of the stacks protocol, a reward or your reward for validating blocks would be Bitcoin, because you've offered some stacks in, like, stacks as a collateral for your legitimacy and being truthful for the next block. So you could technically earn Bitcoin by owning stacks and locking it up.
See, you just go to stacks. You just go where it says stacking. You do the clickies, and it'll take you to where you gotta go. I think. Oh, you see, it had OKCoin, it had Binance, then had the other pools that you can join, or you can or you stake on Hero Wallet for desktop, and so you can stake.
Yeah. So Hero Wallet was where I was going with. There's other options. I don't even know of Hero Wallet.
Yeah, there are other options.
I only knew of Hero Wallet and OKCoin at the time.
And then their minimums change per pool. You wanna in the pools there's no minimums for the most part, and then if you want to stake your own, it has gone up a lot from the bare minimums before.
It was gone up.
The amount of stacks necessary. You need 100,000 stacks.
Oh, to be able to.
Yeah.
I see.
The video I saw on it was like a year and a half ago.
Oh,
so
that's
probably.
ago.
What's the price of stacks right now? Now we're talking about
That's
price.
a good question. That's a beautiful question to ask for this podcast, William.
Why? Because prices are up.
Well, I don't know. It's just a good question to have.
Prices are up, baby.
Prices are up compared to what time?
What do you mean?
Prices are up in 6 months, a week, a year. This guy, prices are up.
You're just talking about pain.
This guy, prices are up. That's relative.
You're not right. You're not wrong when you're right.
Yeah.
And
What are we looking at?
I'm gonna up the stacks price real quick.
Oh, I thought you found it.
I was just putting it up. Stacks is down.
I thought you said it was up.
No, Bitcoin's up.
Bitcoin is up. Bitcoin's up quite a lot this past weekend, actually.
Bitcoin's up. Stacks is down 3%.
Bitcoin went up at what? Like almost $10,000 in a week?
What? Was that 19?
Yeah.
Then yes.
It was at 19 not last Friday, maybe the Friday before. Right before the banking issue.
Okay, stacks is not too bad from its peak to now. Actually, it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. From peak?
Yeah. Peak, I thought it was a little less. Peak was $3.
So what, 6 cents? 60 cents?
Nah, bro, $1.18.
Oh, okay.
Put respect on Stacks' name, dog. Disrespectful.
I don't know. I thought I saw something like that, yeah.
I thought it was actually worse.
You thought it was worse? You thought it was 60 cents?
No, I just thought it was a couple cents. I thought it was like Miami Coin bad.
Bro,
Those are
put
jokes.
some respect on Stacks' name, dog.
That's what I said.
God damn
That's
it.
literally what I said. But yeah. But you can just stake on either liquidity pools or on the Stacks protocol itself. Which, if you have 100,000 stacks, you can do that, or you can just stake it in liquidity pool and get paid out your fair share for staking.
That's cool.
Well, for stacking, actually, correction. It's called stacking.
Stacking. It's called stacking. It's pretty much stacking, but it's called stacking.
You're stacking.
You're stacking.
You're stacking the bricks.
Stacking the bricks, the digital bricks.
Yo,
Yeah, I think that's cool. Bitcoin really is like the first DeFi protocol. People don't realize it. It's decentralized finance. It just doesn't have the whole smart contracts thing implemented.
no.
But that's what the Stacks protocol's for.
Which it allows you to use it.
That's pretty cool.
Is it there too as well?
And you can stack, you said, directly on the Hero wallet.
Yeah. Do you need 100,000 stacks to do that without having to use a pool? But now you can just do it with a liquidity pool.
You said it's at 130?
115. It's 115,000.
Correct.
That was easy math. Right
Easy
there.
math.
That was easy. That was move the decimal point
Just move it over.
to the back.
But yeah, 115,000. Damn, dog. They require a lot. Does it say how many stackers there are? I'm sure it says somewhere. So if you're not stacking it on your own, then you would have to join a staking pool.
I'm curious because it says OKCoin you can stack in, but they removed that ability. Well, they took off withdrawals. They relinquished what was stacked, what was staked.
Oh, really? I don't know about that.
OKCoin? OKCoin?
They relinquished what was staked?
Yeah, like they gave it back to you.
Okay.
Like they released the funds.
Nah.
They unstaked it.
I see.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They're not going through any lawsuits or anything, are they?
No, but that was for fear of
Of staking regulation.
correct though.
That
And what's to be
happened
classified as what?
That happened with what? The Kraken lawsuit?
Yeah,
New
that happened
York's-
when all those lawsuits came
and
out.
New York is facing.
A lot of lawsuits are coming.
A lot of lawsuits. That's a lot of...
And the Fed's trying to blame crypto for the bank run.
The Fed's trying to bet... What?
What?
Is that what they said at the FOMC?
I didn't. What? FOMC? No, not. They didn't say that. They said it.
Oh.
I have to look at the article. I heard it on a podcast.
You heard it on the podcast.
I heard it on. I tend to say, "Oh, I read this," and I go, "Wait a minute,
I heard this.
I heard this," and it wasn't from the source. It was from someone else who read the source.
It was the source's source.
It was exactly.
It wasn't the source's source.
correct.
That's funny.
But I could Google that real quick.
That's crazy.
What?
That the Fed's trying to blame the bank run on
I didn't say the Fed. I said the
the
government.
government. The federal government?
Yeah, but you say the Fed, they think the Federal Reserve.
That's true. That's true.
You know, they think our homie Powell right now, who has the button, his
button
finger on the pulse
On the pulse?
of America
On the printer?
on the printer. He's about to go make those printers go burn, not burn.
Destroy them. Damn.
What?
A lot of stuff's going down in this financial market. 2023.
We know. I saw a meme today that showed. I was like, oh, millennials living X amount of time going through multiple world history events,
Bro,
global pandemic, financial collapses, crypto's a scam, the bank's a scam.
literally so many. Pandemic. I mean, we lived through seeing the most liked picture on Instagram. That's pretty big.
The egg?
The egg.
I thought someone else had the most liked picture. I thought Messi got that.
Yep. He just beat the egg this year.
Oh yeah, he did. That's kind of crazy that he got that many likes on that picture. That many people wanted him to win.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
I mean, it was kind of crazy that an egg had the most liked picture on Instagram also.
No point there. Come on. We're trying to say that there's not a lot. Doesn't take a lot.
I don't know. I'm trying to say the world's a crazy place.
No, that's actually kind of funny.
What?
It took a man winning a national world event that took him his 5th try to do so, his last try, to beat a picture of an egg.
Yep. It's pretty wild.
And then you say life is fair.
And then you say life is fair.
And then you say life is fair.
Who's that?
Huh?
Who says that?
I don't know.
Some people.
Yeah.
I think I completely forgot you could stack stacks for it.
We don't use.
We don't have 100,000 stacks this year.
That's part of it. We also had a stake, and then we don't move things. We just leave it there. We're not the best at moving things back to where they need to go.
We gotta move it. We gotta move the stuff.
Yeah.
Gotta keep moving.
You know what the problem is, bro? It just takes time, and then you forget. It's one of those things like, it's off to the side, so like you forget to come back to it.
That is true.
Like it needs to be in your face.
It needs to be in the face. It needs to be an in the face thing.
We went on so many tangents. It's hard to follow this podcast.
I go on so many tangents.
I think
we're still on stacks. This is literally the first conversation.
No, for sure. But I'm saying there's been like
we've introduced Hero Wallet.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying within this one conversation, there have been like 4 things touched on that may have nothing to do with one or the other. We talked about Instagram and an egg and Messi winning World Cup. I don't get it. I think we chose the wrong name sometimes.
Sometimes. Rarely.
Barely crypto podcast.
Oh my god. We always talk about crypto. Ew. New podcast name. Always crypto.
Not sometimes.
Always.
But we did talk about Hero Wallet.
Just to stay more focused. Why do we want to talk about Hero Wallet?
What?
Why do we want to talk about Hero Wallet?
Because you use it to stack.
Mm-hmm. But I think there's something else there. Something else. What was it? I'm kidding. I'm just messing with you.
Is he looking at me, guys? I don't remember.
I am looking at him.
So wait. Never mind. No, I'm not gonna do that.
What?
No.
Okay.
No.
Bite your tongue.
I have to. I was gonna say something.
Bite your tongue.
I was gonna say nothing. It wasn't gonna be a bad thing, but it was to be a thing, and then it was gonna cause a thing later. And I realized that
chain of events occur.
It would be BS.
Oh, that's funny. No, the other thing that I want to talk about was ordinals that you can now get on the Hero Wallet.
That's what that was.
That's what it was.
See, he said this was one of the only 3 wallets that allows ordinals.
Correct.
Currently.
Correct.
You know that people are moving regular NFTs to ordinals?
Yeah.
Like not regular, other NFT projects to ordinals.
CryptoPunks.
Apes.
Pigeons. Penguins, my bad. Not pigeons.
I think I saw an ape yesterday.
Really?
Well, let me reiterate that.
There's an ordinal view.
That's where I went. I went there. I went to ordinal view and I just saw an ape. I didn't click. I clicked on it, but I started to read the information. I was like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I don't know how to verify if this is an actual ape or not.
If this is an actual ape? What do you mean? So they moved.
It was a picture of an ape.
That they downloaded the JPEG for.
I can't verify that. I don't know. What if it was a real ape like that? They moved over to it. That's not how it works.
Okay, so I know that they have minted a handful of projects onto the like. So the CryptoPunks, for example, there's 10,000 CryptoPunks.
Correct.
They only moved over like 600 some, like a couple hundred, not the full 1,000.
Okay, but the individuals did that? The owners of those CryptoPunks.
I think it was a project like that. Just the
CryptoPunks themselves moved them over.
Yeah, I don't think it was the individuals who moved them. I think it was just a handful of them were selected to be moved onto
ordinals. Won't be moved to an ordinal.
Yeah.
Does that mean?
That's what I think. I don't know exactly.
Okay, I have a question. Does that mean it stops living on the Ethereum chain?
No.
So now there's 2 of them.
There's one that's on the Ethereum chain, and then there's one on the Bitcoin chain. The one that's on the Ethereum chain. Okay, so the main issue that ordinals are trying to solve with NFTs specifically is that the information is not for Ethereum is not living on chain.
Yeah, it's a URL.
On IPSF, the international
something.
Yes, I forgot.
It's a thing.
It's the internet, pretty much Web3 internet. So all the metadata for all the NFTs live on that distributed network, and it kind of like just pulls information from there. It's not living within the chain. So whenever they're like, for an example, whenever NFTs do an NFT drop, and they don't show the actual NFT image, you have to like refresh the metadata to get the new picture.
Yes, I know that.
That's what that's doing. That it's getting the smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain to re-get information from IPSF.
Yeah, it has to go search for it.
And then puts it onto the
on-chain. Got you.
Versus the crypto ordinals from Mint, you put it on-chain.
Yeah. But doesn't that now create for those projects that you create 2 of them? Like there's 2 of each?
Well, there's 2. There are 2, but since they're different chains, there's different values for them. Like you can't really value them the same.
I know that.
But yes, there would technically be 2. It's not of the same thing.
They're 2 separate things. You can't have I don't think that's you can't do that. Like I think that devalues one over the other.
One of them devalues the other one.
Yeah.
because it's a copy.
It's a copy.
I mean, I get that. It is some type of like imitation.
Like you,
Now, where would the value of that come from then? Which one would have more?
the original.
The original, the one on Ethereum?
Yeah, 1,000%. The only way that doesn't, no, is that either way it would be. Because I would say the project itself were to move it all before a mint to ordinals or something, then maybe. But if a project's already released and there's multiple, like, for example, you have apes and they reprint apes, like they move over, people start moving over apes. Unless everyone moves over the apes and stop using the ETH apes built on Ethereum, they would never lose value. The way I would look at it.
Where the entire group moves over the asset. Yeah, so
even if it's limited or whatever, it's not the original.
okay, so they call it Bitcoin punks, not crypto punks.
Okay.
Bitcoin punks are the first byte perfect uploads of the original Ethereum crypto punks onto the Bitcoin blockchain using ordinals. To make the site, we are checking the hash of every image uploaded to ordinals and comparing it against the original 10,000 punks images. The links to Bitcoin punks are the first seen inscriptions, lowest ID that contain these hashes on ordinals. So you're right, actually. It does look like they're moving. The owners of the CryptoPunks are moving it onto the Bitcoin ordinals, but they need to check their hash to make sure that it's like legitimate.
What do you mean? Like to make sure it's from those
original like mints from like
from the original
CryptoPunks.
From the original CryptoPunks. I'm assuming they're gonna have all the same metadata.
Yeah, so all that information would have to be put into. They're calling it CryptoPunk, Bitcoin punks, Ordinal punks. The Ordinal punks collection, which was minted within the first 650 inscriptions. Using Ordinals protocol, was created as a throwback to the original CryptoPunks collection on Ethereum. That's on CoinGecko's, like, what's it called?
On the article. It doesn't say who, or it just says like a hand. Like
Flowstay, the collection's creator, currently runs a Google Sheet to facilitate the trading of these punks. No, it looks like one guy my bad. Flowstay just doing the Google Sheet that trades them. So that's something actually that's important. Ordinals are so new; they came out like January 12th or something like that.
There's no marketplace.
There's literally no marketplaces that are good for them right now.
So it's peer-to-peer, direct.
Yeah, January 21st. My bad, not 12. Couple digits.
You can't just create a decentralized app where you can just trade it. Like
there are, so like Gamma, you can do that on Gamma. It's a decentralized app on the Stacks protocol. That operates with Stacks and Bitcoin Hero Wallet. That using Gamma you could actually mint a protocol, an ordinal there. So essentially, for minting ordinals, you need to have a Bitcoin node that's running the Taproot version.
Yeah.
And then the node operator is the one that will be minting the ordinal on chain. Ordinals are actually very controversial.
Why?
Because a lot of people who are like Bitcoin maxis for the point of financial services,
wasting.
They say it's like
super wasteful.
Super wasteful.
Because every ordinal transaction is done by spending Bitcoin.
It's
like,
on the Bitcoin
creating
network.
It is used by Bitcoin, and it's on the Bitcoin.
It's on the Bitcoin network. So essentially, ordinals doesn't necessarily have to be pictures. It could be audio files and it could be videos.
Okay.
Or documents. It could just be any type of information can live on the Bitcoin blockchain because of that Taproot protocol update. But since there's no limit on that, the only limit's really the amount of information that could fit onto the blockchain, onto that specific block.
Okay.
So blocks take up like I think it's 4 megabytes, and the more information that's on the block, the less transactions can go through that block.
So you're saying you're being more wasteful with space. On the amount of blocks.
Transactions essentially get slowed down, get backed up, because now sending over one Satoshi. By the way, an ordinal is just a set of information inscribed onto an individual Satoshi. There are 100 million Satoshis for every Bitcoin. So just to send over one Satoshi with an ordinal that has a pretty good file size is going to take up a lot more space on the Bitcoin blockchain than just sending over 50,000 Satoshis, for example.
Okay, makes sense. So now everyone who uses this are scared or worried that's going to slow down the blockchain more than it already is.
Or increase fees.
More miners.
Correct. Yeah, to be able to keep up with the transactions, more miners will need to be put up so that the what's it called, the economics of it just makes
more sense. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's why it's controversial. Because now also people are saying that Bitcoin now has like another use case besides the whole financial thing.
So, I mean,
which I'm kind of on that side of the spectrum.
Which one?
The ordinals provide another form of utility for the Bitcoin blockchain.
Okay, I think it provides its first real utility.
Yeah. Wait, what? What did you say?
I think it provides its first real utility.
First real utility.
Yeah. Apart from store of value.
Store of value, yeah. I mean, store of value is like
it's not
number one up there.
It's not a real utility.
It's
utility. I mean, utility as in it cannot. You're going to use it for something else.
Yeah.
You can't use it for anything. It doesn't. It itself cannot be used to do something else.
True.
That's what I mean.
True.
Not. I'm going to buy and just hold it.
Yeah.
That's not. I'm not utilizing it.
That's
You're gonna say yes, you are, and I'm gonna say no, it's not.
Okay, so that when I think of that, I think about like a door and a window. Like a door is always in a room, but are you using the door whenever you're walking through the door, or whenever the door is closed, or if it's open?
Your difference is you can open the window, let the air in.
Or you close the window and keep the air out.
Correct.
So the window's always being used.
That's not Bitcoin.
No, why not?
Bitcoin is the wall.
I'm sorry.
Bitcoin is the wall.
That's also providing
That provides shelter.
But you can't
provides
do anything
protection.
with the wall.
You
The
can't.
wall stays there.
Exactly.
But you can't transfer Bitcoin, so it's more like a window.
I wouldn't compare it to the window.
Okay. The door.
I think ETH is okay. I think we're looking at this to one way. Okay. So we're gonna put the utility as a store of value and trading, something you can exchange with.
Correct. It's both of those. It can store value, and you could transfer that value somewhere else.
Currently, you're not storing value. Anyone who bought at peak is not storing value. They have lost half their value.
If they bought peak, correct.
Anywhere near it. Anything above where the current price is at, which is more than
what it's been like.
what it's been lately.
Correct.
You're not storing any value. You've lost value. Your dollar.
You've lost value in a short period. Yeah. Okay. Correct. You're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. That is true.
We have to go with a grain of salt.
But you can still transfer it.
I'm not arguing. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Bitcoin's better than gold. If we're gonna look at it like that, but gold has more utilities.
Bitcoin. Why would you say Bitcoin's better than gold?
What do you mean why? Easier. If we're comparing it for store of value and ease of transfer, you can transfer Bitcoin much easier than you can transfer gold. You can't transfer $50 million worth of gold the same way you can transfer $50 million worth of Bitcoin.
No, correct.
But gold has more utility.
Gold does have more utility.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Besides proof of not proof. Store value.
Store value, yes. That apart from store value.
Don't hit the mic.
I can hit whatever I want.
I know. You're just gonna break it.
They're already.
You're gonna have a.
Look, man. We already might have to get new mics because these mics are little.
Not mics, arms.
Arms. My bad. You know what I'm trying to say.
I know.
Better holders.
Yeah.
You just look flimsy to me.
They're not flimsy.
They're not flimsy, but these mics are heavy.
We got some heavy duty mics.
This is a real podcast over here.
Right. So
back to what I was saying. But Bitcoin doesn't have the same amount of utility that.
Besides the two that we mentioned, it doesn't have much. You're right.
Fuck it. It's a window. You want to give it a window? It's a window.
William, I'm agreeing with you.
It's a window then.
Okay, cool. I'm just glad we're on the same page.
I love it. And everything else is a door. Ethereum's a door.
Ethereum's a door?
Actually, Ethereum's a closet.
You're losing me on this.
Why?
Well, okay, so I'm using door and window interchangeably. As in that they're in a fixed spot. You could either open it or close it.
Okay. Never mind then.
Window and a door are fixed.
Oh, that's what
they're interchangeable.
Oh, I didn't know that's where we were going.
Yeah. So like my point is, a door you can have open.
We're gonna have closed.
You can have closed. There's different reasons why you want a door open or closed.
Correct.
When are you using the door is my question.
Fair.
Bitcoin, you could have it or you can move it.
Bitcoin's a window.
Right?
It's not a door. You open the door more. You're not gonna trade Bitcoin as much.
Okay, I see. That's fair. That could.
Everyone here's gonna wonder why in God's name are these people arguing about a door, a window, and the walls.
No, man. This is very logical.
I think we lost everybody. They're trying to still figure out why I said closet.
I'm honestly that closet thing kind of made me understand why you weren't following along with what I was saying. I was kind of confused by the closet too.
Oh, but the closet makes sense. Ethereum is a closet?
It does not make sense.
How does that make sense?
Because it doesn't.
Ethereum as a closet makes more sense.
Why does it make sense?
Okay, simple. You can store stuff away in the closet. You can store clothes in the closet. There's food in the closet. You can put whatever you want in the closet. I can go hide in the closet. Mm-hmm. You could go hide in the closet. But you can hide behind the door.
You can't hide behind.
Because the door opens. The closet you can hide behind because it's dark. And there's clothes in the way.
This is so off the rails.
I don't know where I was going. I thought I was going somewhere with the closet analogy. I'm gonna be honest. I just had to go in it. Okay, I'm gonna be very honest. I thought I had something, and then as I kept on talking, I realized I didn't think it through far enough. And I just kept on digging my hole.
I think the reason why it didn't work.
It's a kitchen.
ETH
is a kitchen.
There we go.
There we go. I got my analogy out. It's a kitchen. You can cook in it. You can get water. You can cut someone's head off. You can do whatever you need to do. I'm sorry. We're not promoting violence here.
We're not promoting violence.
We're off the rails.
That's funny.
So Ethereum is a closet. I mean, a kitchen. And Bitcoin's a window. If whoever followed that,
thank you.
I don't know who will, but
our editor.
Listen, you're gonna have fun with this. You're gonna have some salacious takes with these things. We keep on saying.
Some salacious takes.
Also, catch my good side.
Catch your good side. We're gonna have to move the camera around then.
Why? Whoa.
Oh man.
The microphone just hurt like 4 wolves. That's absurd. That's offensive. You just said turn it around to show the wand, not me. What are you trying to say? Whatever. You know what? Keep it to yourself.
I said move it around. I didn't say turn it around. Relax.
So if you move it around,
I'm not that mean.
That's wild. I just dreamt that you said in my brain. I heard turn it around. I was offended.
Turn it around, right?
Turn around.
Okay, so let's get back to the ordinal thing because that was a wild tangent.
I guess.
All right.
We should try stand up.
Stand up?
Okay, never mind. I take everything back. The only reason I say that
Mm-hmm.
Because you try stand up once.
I'm down to try stand up.
This is why I say it.
Mm-hmm.
You do one open mic.
Mm-hmm.
We're allowed to say we're stand ups.
We're stand up comedians.
Just one time.
Where can we do that?
Huh?
Anywhere?
Yeah, you just sign up on the.
William,
You're signing up to do stand up.
I will sign us up for some stand up.
Let me continue why though. Because then you can say wild shit and then be like, I'm a stand up.
I'm a stand up.
I'm practicing.
Practice.
I'm practicing. Shorty taught me that one.
Yeah. True.
I don't know how accurate it works, but
We just do it more than once.
I think if you do it 3 times, you're good.
You're good, right?
I don't know how it works. I'm not stand up.
You will once you do your first stand up.
When they do 5-minute sets. That's typically how open mics work.
5-minute sets
Or 2-minute sets.
Bro, that's easy.
What did you just say?
That's gotta be easy. What? 5 minutes?
Yo.
We do a podcast.
You just and you're not funny.
I make myself laugh though.
And you're not supposed to make yourself laugh. You're supposed to make others. I want you to know you just offended every stand-up in the entire universe when you said, "That's 5 minutes. That's easy."
That's easy.
You will bomb. I swear to God. Okay, if it was so easy, why do you think no one was that? Akash has said that the energy was completely off because it was a late show and everyone was making fun of the crowd. You think that was easy? You think those people were like, "Oh, this is a great crowd right now"? These bunch of saps here not laughing at our jokes.
I don't know. On the
The fire alarm went off on that show.
The fire alarm did go
We
off.
are on a complete tangent right now.
you are right.
I completely derailed this podcast.
Completely derailed this
I'm so
podcast.
sorry.
You completely derailed it.
Derailed this motherfucker.
I think we just need longer podcasts. Then it definitely won't be a crypto podcast.
I don't think it's a crypto podcast right now.
Nope. I'm just trying to talk about ordinals.
I'm
And
sorry.
you brought up the comedian.
I think
Stand up.
yes. So you can put a clip on ordinals.
Yes. You can't put this on
I
ordinals.
think we put a podcast on ordinals.
That's a
It's
little
too
big.
long, right?
That's a little long.
It'll take too many blocks.
Yeah. You'll have to pay an enormous amount of fees.
What's an enormous amount of fees?
William,
What's an enormous amount?
probably a couple grand.
What?
To put a high resolution photo on as an ordinal,
Okay.
a couple $100 at Bitcoin's current prices. Like 100 if you want it in like a day.
What if I want it in 3 months from now?
Doesn't
work
no,
like that?
No.
Okay. So all I'm hearing is you gotta find the price out. So you should find out how much it would be a 1 hour podcast.
Put it on a 1 hour podcast.
Yeah. And do you really want them to hate you?
Okay.
I didn't say
What
do
do
it.
we gain from that?
You live on the blockchain forever.
We already live on the blockchain forever.
Yeah, but now we live on the blockchain.
William.
Forever. What?
We already live on the blockchain forever. There's already an ordinal of us on the blockchain.
But now with audio
Now with audio.
or video.
Or video.
Now you have both.
It's just a photo.
Now we'll have both.
Yeah. True.
I just want to see how much it costs. How much would it cost?
That's fair. That's fair.
If it's more than what if it's less than what you think?
What if it's less than what I think? I'm not going to do it.
If it's less than what you think, I would do it. If I have a number, right? For an example, if I go, it's gonna cost $5,000 to put it up, but it really costs $2,000, and I said I was willing, and I said it would cost $5,000. So really, we got to decide on what price we're willing to put it up on.
Yeah.
I say $2,000. If it's at $2,000, I say put it up.
If it's a $2,000, put it up.
I say if it's at $2,000,
I don't see what we gain from this besides living on the blockchain forever.
like that.
Living on the blockchain forever.
I say we do it once a year. I'm sorry, the tangent keeps on going. I will shut up now.
This guy.
It's one of those podcasts.
All right, so at least on gamma.io,
Yes.
we could only do. This is different if you run your own node.
Okay.
But Gamma's only allowing for single images, bulk images, and text to be made on ordinals to inscribe your own ordinal
Question: where did you do the ordinal you did?
on Gamma.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's on a
It's on a wallet.
a Hero wallet.
You have a Hero wallet?
Yeah,
When do you have a Hero wallet? I didn't know that.
I've been having a Hero wallet.
Really?
Yeah, I also have a Temple wallet. I have a bunch of wallets.
But wait, you have a digital Hero wallet or a
Yeah.
physical?
No, digital. Hero has physical wallets.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. No, digital.
Oh no, you have physicals.
Yeah, I never use it.
A Hero wallet?
Just use it for.
You use it this
I
time?
don't have 100,000 stacks to be stacking.
Yeah. That it's a good amount.
It's good amount.
Okay, interesting.
All right, so something that I thought was interesting as I was reading about ordinals was that so you know how like NFTs have a value added from certain mints, like whenever you have like a collection of 10,000, depending on how rare your trade is,
Yes.
depends on how much value that.
Yeah. How many of those are there?
Ordinals? I'm sure that if you have an NFT from a large collection, it has value added like that too. But there's like a natural like value added for ordinals because it's on the Bitcoin blockchain. Each ordinal is essentially a specific number of a Satoshi. So like I said, there's 100 million Satoshis per Bitcoin. They're numbered essentially with these ordinals.
So it's what level? What number
It's
you got?
what number of what Bitcoin? What number Satoshi do you have? So if you get a specific Satoshi, let's say the 500 millionth Satoshi, 500 billionth Satoshi.
I don't care.
You don't, but someone will.
Whoever does care, get a life. I'm not gonna
Yo,
fight for a number one spot on something that's 5 million
Some random spot, right?
for 500.
How about if you get the first Bitcoin that comes after the next halvening? The first Satoshi that comes after the
I
next
don't
halvening.
care.
You don't. Someone does.
You shouldn't care, but that's so like.
Someone does.
No. I'm not
So-
saying. I'm not.
So here's the reason why I think ordinals are good in terms of like the added value and not so much.
I'm not arguing that. I'm
I know.
arguing the 500 million guy who's, oh my god, I got the number one.
I
Oh my
understand
god.
that. I understand that.
You know what? That's maybe
So,
a little exciting.
but the reason why I'm saying this is because of it adds an opportunity for historians in the future to look back and look at historical events. Anytime someone inscribes information into the blockchain at a specific time using a specific block, that gives insight as to like what was going on in the world at that specific moment.
Yes, but I don't see it like that.
No,
it's the internet.
it's the internet.
How they said it, how the Creative View Lab said it. We're gonna create a bathroom where you get to draw. The first thing they're gonna draw is a penis. The first thing they drew is a penis.
That is correct.
I'm waiting for someone to draw a penis in Ordinals.
Probably already done.
Exactly my point. You wasted blocks on
Okay,
that.
actually,
Yes.
interesting. Now, unsolicited nudes.
What up?
They could live on the Bitcoin blockchain, technically.
No, there's no technically. They can.
Yeah, technically,
There's no what do you mean technically?
because they can.
Then why you say technically?
Because that's the technical.
It's not technical.
Yeah.
It's can happen.
Yeah, it can happen.
But why are you saying technically?
Because
Like
like legally, the nodes that are operating the Bitcoin blockchain,
Uh-huh.
they could not pass that transaction through. They could deny that transaction
Why would they do that?
because some people don't want unsolicited nudes.
Get a life.
So if
Who wouldn't want some unsolicited nudes?
so here's the thing.
Especially if they're of an adult.
Why? Now, what if they're not of an adult?
Then you should be canceling that.
Yeah.
And whoever approves it, you're getting found.
So I
We're
think
looking for you.
No, I think that's interesting because now
You're getting canceled.
Now it allows for history, assuming we're staying to the actual like historic aspect of this.
Sure.
A distributed network to be choosing what information lives on this blockchain. They should, in theory, try to test the time. I don't know. I just think like in like the hypothetical like theory concept of it, like the implications of the technology has like deep reach, like kind of interesting stuff. Do you not see the vision? You don't? Am I not saying that clear?
I don't see the vision you're seeing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, that's fair. I need to learn how to articulate a little bit better.
No, it's not the articulation. I see what you're telling me. Just the vision. You're not.
Wait a minute. It's the same. Kind of think about it the same way how I told you about the whole like data information is important. You don't want to be giving it away for free. You looked at me like I was crazy.
Still do sometimes. I look back and I told you that one time like, oh, this matters. I'm currently looking at it back now.
And you're like, does it really?
Does it really matter?
Of course it does.
I don't think it does. If they okay, time out. If Instagram goes ahead, gives you an ad, and you actually it's actually useful, and you buy it, is that a W for you or not?
Did you need it?
Not my question. I'm saying you buy it and it does the function you wanted it to do. Fuck, who cares if you need it? You don't need a lot of things and you choose to have them. Do you need to go out every weekend or every other weekend? No. But you choose to because why? It's fun. So maybe the thing you're buying adds value to your life in some way, and Instagram provided it.
It might seem like it has value, but what if it doesn't?
Then you're looking at the wrong stuff. That's your fault for having shitty taste.
For doing something that you should.
What has Instagram provided you that has not added value? Like I've got an ad for only shit that I would be like, oh, you know what? I can see a use for that.
You bought stuff off of ads?
Not yet. I haven't done it.
Not yet. So where's Instagram adding value?
Oh, I choose not to do it because I know they're doing it. What do you mean? I'm not gonna feed into the machine. I'm just gonna say I see why people would want it.
You see why people would want it. I mean, they're good at selling.
You know how many
it.
times I get offered knives? I'm like, I should buy this knife because I've been dying to get new knives for my house.
Oh, kitchen knives.
Yes, kitchen
Okay.
knives.
For some reason, I thought it was like combat knives.
Those two.
Yeah.
Don't buy them. But every time I'm like, I can have one. Why not?
Why not? No.
Adding value. It's a knife. It's multi-purpose, multi-useful. Why not have it?
Why not have a knife? I don't know.
Ease of convenience.
Ease of convenience.
What a ramble this podcast is today.
This has been off the rails from the get. I think we could start wrapping it up. We talked about stacks. We talked about Hero Wallet,
He doesn't want to keep on rambling.
and we talked about.
He also wants to keep these cameras alive. He's like, they're still on. How much have we recorded? I think it's 40 minutes.
I'm at 15 minutes.
Really? And they're still on?
I'm telling you, I don't know.
Boom. 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 Dead. I knew it.
Bro, that was crazy.
There's no way. Oh, that means this one has like another 4 minutes or 5 on them.
Yep. Can I just move it around so it catches both of us?
Now?
Yeah.
I mean, you can. We're moving cameras, boys. Now you're just walking in front of cameras. Our editor's gonna fucking bitch us out. Yeah, flip the camera. Our editor's gonna be so mad at this. Okay, you need to tilt it. Tilt it a little bit. There you go. Wait. Oh, I'm in the shot. We're in it. Our editor's gonna be so upset at us.
I said we wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Alrighty. Just like that. That's such a random way to wrap it up out of nowhere, dude.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
What do you mean just do it? Wait up.
I said let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have the bend that coming up next month.
Yep. Second Monday of the month.
Second Monday of the month. April
13th.
13th. The 10th. April 10th.
April 10th.
We'll be there. No one shows up anyways, but we'll be there.
People show up.
Sometimes.
All right.
Oh.
Rip.
Second camera died, boys and girls. We're back on audio only.
We tried.
We tried. They died exactly an hour. I knew they couldn't be alive.
Exactly an hour. That's exactly what it is.
But so we're not rushing the wrap up now.
Oh no, zero rush.
My brain just started to fire on how this could be edited.
This guy's been on tangents left and right today.
I've been watching a lot of Bert Kreischer.
Ah, That sounds like
I watched him today on Flagrant, and it was a tangents on tangents.
Tangents.
And then I watched him on another 3 podcasts.
I saw they brought out a clown on that.
That was hysterical. The man I have never seen Bert Kreischer freak out.
You just like clowns?
He's mortified of clowns apparently, and he cannot stand the smell of balloons.
Interesting.
And the man went from calm, cool, and collected to panic attack.
Like losing it.
Alex, listen. You remember? I can't say what I was gonna say. I can't say what I was gonna say. I cannot say what I was gonna say now.
Just tell me later.
But it doesn't work because the audience no one's gonna know. But it'll be a great laugh.
It'd be a great laugh.
I'll have on the pod.
Interesting.
God dang. Okay, I can't say. I'll say it later. So I will go back to another thing. It is like
2 peas in a pod.
Not even. Remember when you crashed your car that one time? Remember when, we both crashed a lot. Remember when you crashed that car coming back from Orlando?
Yeah.
Like a week after I crashed my car.
The accident that you were not in, but
I wasn't in it. You
knew about it. Okay.
You told me about the accident.
Okay.
But I mean, it was like a week or 2 after my accident.
No, I was just kind of confused because like
I was never in an accident with you.
You were talking about the accident.
Oh, we were in an accident together too.
I was like,
I forgot about that one.
You're talking about that, but you weren't there. I was
not for that one. No. For when you crashed and you messed up, and I crashed the week, messed it up. How you felt in that moment? You're like, what just happened? And you're racing, and you're just like, that looked like Bert.
Yeah.
Bert just looked like he didn't know how to function.
Fight or flight response, like.
And you know what's even funnier?
High adrenaline.
What's even funnier? He wanted to get beers, like give me a drink, and they were giving him 0 alcohol beers, and he was like, why am I not getting buzzed yet? I've chugged like 3 of these. And they go, they're not real. They're like, he goes, they're spiked. And they go, they're 0. And before they said, it's the whole thing. Watch the episode. Flagrant. Great.
That's funny.
But I've been listening to Bert.
And your tangents are just.
And everything, he just tangents.
Okay.
Plus,
funny.
I let you talk all of the entire podcast.
That's funny. Yeah. That's a good one. What? You let me talk the entire podcast?
I did.
You let me talk.
I told you got to carry.
Yeah, I told you carry. I got to show up to work sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. That's funny. That's very funny.
We apologize for the mess. We'll figure out how we want this to be one day.
Yeah, this will be something. This will be something.
We're still trying to figure out how we want things to flow, and
we're still trying to get the cameras working. I don't think we're really gonna understand how this flows until the cameras are up.
And to our editor listens to it and goes, "This is dog shit."
Yeah, our editor's gonna.
Yo, she's gonna hate editing these. She's gonna hate them because she's gonna hear me cut every time and be like, "He's talking about me, fucking idiot." She's gonna be like, "I fucking hate that guy."
Our editor's gonna have a good time with this.
Oh my god.
All right. Well.
Oh, we have maybe an editor. We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah.
Before she fires us.
Before she fires us.
Oh yeah, she's firing us. We're not firing.
Our clients are no good.
Our clients are no good.
That's funny.
We'll
work something out.
Fair.
We.
I don't know. We's a lot of people. I'm sure you got that.
We will persevere.
No, you got that.
I'm saying we will persevere.
On what?
Oh, with whatever happens.
Fair enough.
All right, but like as William said, we will be having another event at the Bend, April 10th, Monday, 6 to 8 p.m. We will be talking about some ways that crypto can help you save the environment or improve the environment. Maybe not save it. I don't know if the environment needs saving.
What did you say? We're going to talk about crypto saving the environment?
Helping, yeah.
Bitcoin's killing it.
Bitcoin's not killing it.
Bitcoin, from what I've heard, Bitcoin's killing it.
Yeah, who says that?
I don't know. I'm not on their team.
Gotta check your sources.
Fact check them?
Fact check the sources.
Fact check the sources?
Fact check the sources.
Oh, snap.
Those
are jokes, by the way.
Yeah, jokes. All right.
We're like doing the funnies.
Instagram.
What happened to our Instagram?
Dude, they should give it a follow. Sometimes Crypto.
You should definitely give us a follow on Sometimes Crypto.
And YouTube.
There may be video on there at some point.
Hopefully. Sooner than the first soon that we thought was going to be soon.
Which was way later.
Yeah, way later than our
Things
first
happen.
Soon. Yeah, things do happen. We persevere. We keep on.
We figure it out. Well then.
Thank you for watching.
Lots of rambles.
Listening.
Viewing. And subscribing.
And liking.
We said that.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
This week's episode.
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe. This week's episode of Sometimes Crypto.
What?
Thank you for liking, viewing, watching, subscribing, liking. I already said liking like 3 times already. But
this episode of Sometimes Crypto.
This episode of Sometimes Crypto.
Gotcha.
Your favorite crypto podcast.
Stop it. You're that's not how it doesn't go like that.
William, the thing is you I feel like you repeat this specific phrase.
Yes.
after every conversation you have with me.
I do.
Decide whether we're recording or not.
Yes,
You're
because
like
you
this.
always mess it up.
No. Whether we're recording or not, like we have a call on the phone, and you just kind of like run that through in your head.
The what?
The outro, intro and outro.
I do.
It's like you call me right before you do the intro. You give me a call. You have a conversation, and right as soon as you hang up, you run through the outro.
Oh, I practice it.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I just remember it.
Okay. What is it? Give it to us.
Well, it's been another week of your favorite crypto podcast, sometimes crypto,
The Unscripted
crypto podcast.
Ayo.
Ayo.